Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says Nigeria is emerging stronger from the economic recession and expressed confidence in ongoing efforts to address factors responsible for the hyperinflation recently recorded by the country. Speaking at the opening of the 26th session of the Nigerian Economic Summit tagged Building Partnerships for Resilience, the Vice President said the Economic Sustainability Plan is private sector-led with a view to returning the economy of the path on sustained positive growth. Leah Katung Babatunde completes the story.
Gathered here in virtually are global policymakers, business leaders, development partners, scholars and youth for a big conversation for action on the Nigerian economy. Though the initial plans were around partnerships, the recession, a consequence of the coronavirus pandemic, was a key feature, and the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo took time to itemize efforts by the government to build confidence and restore growth, among which is the reduction in levies for imported vehicles from 35% to 5%. A decision, he says, was taken to ease the cost of transportation, a prominent factor responsible for the sharp rise in inflation figures. He virtually declared the summit open with an assurance that the economic sustainability plan will achieve its target.
All the programs in the ESP, that's the Economic Sustainability Plan, are reliant on the private sector playing a key role in creating and conserving jobs and the production and delivery of services in agriculture, in housing, in solar power, and digital technologies, to mention just a few sectors. To take the example of agriculture, with the support of the banking sector, the federal government is working to organize finance for farmers, and we're also guaranteeing uptake of the produce. This is the mass agriculture program which the federal government has undertaken.
The summit is hinged on three pillars: collaboration, execution, and impact. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning Zainab Ahmed is optimistic that the country will get out of recession by the first quarter of 2021.
Yes, through the vigorous implementation of the Economic Sustainability Plan and also ensuring that there is liquidity within the system, funding government's budget for all ministries, departments and agencies to implement their programs and projects.
We must rise to deliver our economy, and an economy that is worthy of our stewardship, and protect our population from the scourge of poverty and exclusion. No excuses, no ifs, no buts.
The subnationals are fully carried along in the conversation this year with a view to gain traction for Nigeria to meet the SDGs target by the year 2030.